Yo, welcome to the Two Broke in NYC podcast. This here's Johnny Facts. I'm right here with my boy Axel Flex. Give him a shout
What's
out,
up,
man.
everybody?
Yo, this is the podcast where you have two broke dudes talk about their daily lives in the rich, high class New York City that everyone wants to live in but can't afford to. Yo, Axel, you just telling me like you and your girl was at a juice shop and like the price of the juice was shocking. Can you elaborate, man?
Yeah, let's just start it from the beginning, right? So today I spent the whole day helping her paint her room.
Mm-hmm.
So we went Home Depot, we were buying everything. He's like, yo, let's just get a snack, something to drink, go back home. Then we finish painting out the room. So we see like this little juice spot. So we stop off, we go inside, and I'm like, yeah, let's just get a small orange juice. And I think she got some type of like one of these like different mixtures with all these different types of juices inside. So I asked the girl that's working there, what's the price? She tells me $12 for two small juices. That works up to $6 each, bro.
12. Did you have a little something aside, like a little?
No, it was just two juices. And let me tell you how small they are, Johnny. So, do you know the size of an iPhone?
Which generation we talking about? You gotta be specific generations, man.
The iPhone 11. Pretty much the size of my phone in my hand right now. You see the size I'm talking about? Not that big.
Dude, that reminds me of one time in the morning. I just went to a regular juice spot, right? And I want to get myself orange juice. Now that place makes fresh orange juice. So you got to get the fruit, they peel it, they then like actually squeeze it and all that. When I went to the counter to pay for it, I'm assuming, that's $2. It's $2. It's just orange juice, right? It cost me $5. And like,
so before you even continue, let me ask you the location of where this vicinity is. Just give me a broad vicinity of where everything is located.
It was in the financial district of New York. It was in the financial district.
It's one of those places that have avocado and toast.
Don't get me started on avocado toast, dude.
Don't tell me you got it, man. Don't tell me you got it.
It was a different day, but I just saw it on the menu, and and people would just rave about, yo, you gotta try this, man. This avocado toast is the bomb. I ordered it, got it, ate it, and then it was at like a little restaurant / breakfast spot. The waitress came in, gave me the bill, $13.50.
Can you tell everybody that's listening how many pieces of toast you got, by the way?
It was one. No, it was one cut in half. One cut in half diagonally. Just one, and it was cold, man. It was cold. Like not even the toast. The toast was like burnt a little bit, but it was cold. It was cold, man. So
it was cold, burnt toast. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes, with avocado
How
on
is that
top.
even possible? Isn't toast supposed to be warm?
Well, apparently the one I have it must have been the last one on the shelf or something like that. But that's what I had.
You know what it is, Johnny? I think $10 and below is warm toast, and then when you cross that $10 mark, people don't want to burn their mouth, so they paid a little extra to get it cold. You know what I mean?
Those some weak people, man. Because 13. You know what I could have gotten with that $13? Like, I could have got myself actual breakfast. Get little eggs, little bacon on the side, a little ham, some juice.
You don't even gotta think about what you could have gotten. Think about how long you gotta work for that $13, man.
Dude.
It's sure not as fast as you ate that food, that's for sure.
Oh no. You go to McDonald's, you got a $5 bill on you, you can make that $5 bill work for you. You can make it, you can get yourself a nice little Big Mac with some fries, soda on the side. Shoot, you might have some leftovers. Give you some nuggets. It's not healthy. Not healthy, but you get your money's worth.
You know what's the thing though? Back when, let's see, back like when we were in middle school, that's what is it, like 2008, 2009, if I'm thinking these years correctly. Well, $5 could have got you back then, man. You think about it, you're going out to your local bodega, what you walking out of there with $5? Bacon, egg, and cheese, Tropicana, if you want 2 bags of Doritos. And you know what's the amazing part?
You still have some money left over.
You got some money left over. When you come out of school, you can go back and get 2, maybe 3 more bags of Doritos.
Yeah, compared to now, if you go to a store, a bodega store in Manhattan, you get so a bacon, egg, and cheese, spend $4. You want juice, like orange juice, costs you another $2, so $6. Right?
Yeah.
Bag of chips, $1. So you spend like what? You spending $8 just for that morning breakfast.
That's what I'm saying, man. They always say NYC is where the money is at, but it's NYC is where you get your money taken. You get robbed legitimately out here.
Oh yeah, legally you're getting robbed. Like New York back in the day, you used to get robbed up front with a dude and his friends just circling around you saying, "Hey, yo, dude, empty out your pockets, bro. Empty out your pockets." And you got to where you're fighting them. But today's time, that dude's not running a nice juice shop. He's super cold.
Burnt toast, that's cold.
That's that disrespectful lunch right there. That's that disrespectful meal right there, man.
Nah, Johnny, he's like, I'm not gonna hit you with my fist. I'm gonna hit you with some cold toast.
And you're gonna like that.
And I'm gonna soften it up with some nice avocado. That's what you're trying to say out here, Johnny.
Yeah, man. Now you're illegally getting robbed. Every day you just go buying something in New York. You're illegally just getting bought. You know, illegally just getting stolen from.
Man, you just think about it. We live in a place we can't afford. Should we even tell the viewers we can't even afford to live in actual New York City? We gotta live right outside of it, and even then we struggling.
Dude! Tons of people are in New York, but they not live in New York. They live in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Let's see, what's another one? Connecticut. They just go to work there, but even then, New York, just being there for at least 30 minutes, you're losing money. That's the funny part about New York. If you in the city of Manhattan, 30 minutes, every second you spent there, you're losing some change.
Dude, it's ridiculous, man. Even where I work right now, I got a couple people up in Jersey, a couple people out in upstate New York too, just because they can get a nice size house for a heck of a lot cheaper than you get out in
Oh, dude! Since you're talking about like actual physical locations of residency, right? Like, dude, if I was a broker, if I was selling you apartment buildings, right? And I said, "Yo, Axel, I got me a studio for sale, a studio for rent. Give me a price. Give me a price for the rent for a studio."
Alright, give me the location first. We talking Brooklyn, we talking Manhattan.
I'm talking Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's looking at easy, depending on the floor you're on. I'm saying 3Gs to 4Gs. Heck, if you got one of the really high floor, you're looking at a cool $4,500.
Dude, I was just browsing around. For some odd reason, this joint costs like at least 4Gs. and I compared
4Gs.
four.
So you actually, I was just guessing numbers here, but
I
you
was
actually saw 4Gs for a studio.
saw 4Gs is in one of the gentrified place in Brooklyn. Like it looks like Manhattan, but 4Gs.
Did it say what neighborhood? Is it where near the Brooklyn Bridge area?
I don't remember. Been like me and like one of my homies was just like browsing around because like we was wondering how expensive New York is because of gentrification, you know. So we just looked.
Alright, so let's look at it this way, right, Johnny. For 4Gs a month for a studio, how many roommates do you think you need to be able to even afford that?
Dude, if each roommate is making $1,000 in their paychecks, it's $1,000, you get 4. If not, you gotta lie to your landlord and say, no, it's only me. But there's 6 y'all in there. There's 6 of y'all in there.
That's when you gotta hit your landlord with I don't know if you ever watched the anime called Naruto, but every once in a while I practice my shadow clone jutsu.
You gotta tell your boys, like, look. Legally, there can't be more than 2 people in here, so you guys gotta come in at dead at night.
Wait. Before we even say studio, because it might have some people listening out here that lives out in the suburbs and they're not even familiar with a studio that you're willing to share with 4 people just to get by.
I'm gonna break it down. All right. So let me give you a 1-bedroom. A 1-bedroom is just this. It's the living room is a rectangle. You have a little bit of a kitchen. You have a little doorway that leads into the bathroom, which is a square. But then you have another doorway at the end of the hallway, which is still in the living room, that leads to a big square, which is now your bedroom. Now, studio, it's a box. It's just a square. And it only has one extra room, which is the bathroom. So essentially, you are practicing to be in jail. That's what it is. You're practicing to be in jail.
Well, last time I checked, jail's free, right?
It's free, but if you in there, you're gonna have to pay. You have to go pay to stay there if you do by doing things that you not proud of. But this ain't the podcast that talks about that.
Gotcha.
You know, they're not exchanging money; they're exchanging services, but not money. Well, if you're lucky, they will take money. If they don't want money, you pray with you, my man.
Interesting. You know, I'm pretty sure to everyone listening out here that's not from New York, if they hear $4,000 a month, they're picturing a nice 5-bedroom house with a master suite for the house owners, which has a walk-in closet, maybe even a bathroom in the bedroom, and then a nice dining room, living room, 2-car garage attached to the house. But you say you just get a box, just a box.
But here's the crux of it. Here's how they get you. If you look at the description, the reason why it costs that is because it's right by the restaurant districts, it's right by the laundromat, it's right by the subway, stuff that you really don't care about because you just want a place to be at. But they add those features in there saying, look, the reason why the place is this much is because look, you go to a restaurant, go take care of your laundry, you're close by the subway, you know, so it's much easier for you to get to work. So of course it's gonna cost you $4,000 to live in a box, you know. But you're gonna have fun though.
So Johnny, while we were having this really interesting talk, Johnny, I went on Zillow.com, right? I just chose at random a state. I ended up choosing Washington. The city is Vancouver. I know nothing about the city or the state. I'm just curious to see what cost of living is there. So take a look at this, right, Johnny? It's a 3-bedroom, 2 bathrooms. So you're not in a box anymore. If you look at this here, the garage is attached to the house, right? I'm covering the price right now. I don't want you to see the price, right? I want you to just take a look at this. The kitchen has like these nice looking granite countertops. You can drive your car in the garage, and then from the garage.
Whoa, there's a garage?
Yeah. The garage is bigger than that place you're talking about in Brooklyn.
Oh, it gotta be $5,000, a 6, right? You gotta be with the granite.
So the price of the house is $379,000. Now, full disclaimer: Johnny and I are not no real estate agents. We are not nothing of that nature. But according to Zillow, the estimated mortgage payment is $1,792 a month.
You being for real, bro?
$1,700 a month, Johnny.
How many rooms you talking about again?
Wow. So it said 3 bedrooms, but 2 bathrooms, so you don't even have to share a bathroom.
Oh.
You can have your own, and then if you want to still have 4 roommates, you can let each one of them share that other bathroom.
Dude, you got a family in there, your wife, 2 kids. You have your own private bathroom, your room, and then your kids go to the hallway to go use that bathroom.
Look, they even have a backyard with some chairs outside. You can go and chill after work.
Yeah.
You know where we end up? Johnny, let's tell our viewers where we end up chilling after work. On the train home.
We get ourselves a nice case of beer. We just wait for the train. Just wait for the train after it's going through its train traffics, and just kick back, chop things up, and then like once the train arrives, just go home.
So
17.
This is crazy, man.
17 grand, dude.
$1,700 a month, dude. $1,700 a month.
Dude, I'm gonna break it down to listeners right here. In New York, there's a family of 4 that is paying $2 grand in a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
That's the reality in New York. Like there's families paying $2 grand for a small ass place.
Dude, let me break it down to these viewers, right, Johnny? Back like when I told you my middle school story, I'm not 100% sure on the years. I have to go through my yearbooks and stuff, but I'm thinking this is like 07 to the 09 range, just that range when I was in middle school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back then, my parents moved into a 2-bedroom apartment. If I remember correctly, the landlord started us off at $1,000, so $1,050 for the month, right?
Mm-hmm.
We moved out of that place a couple years later. The landlord, I'm not even gonna tell you the price right now, but guess how much that 2-bedroom is going for right now?
So it's originally, so you guys had it at $10.50.
So we didn't leave at $10.50 though. He kept increasing it, obviously, because no landlords don't leave it.
So when you first stayed there, it was $10.50. Been increasing it.
That's back like the 07 to 09 ranges when I was in middle school. So we moved in there sometime around that. I'm
guessing $3 grand.
So well, you see, it's Queens. So after he moved out here, ended up $2,500. But this was no house with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, or a garage where you can attach. It was a building with 2 bedrooms, so there was no type of garage, there was no type of backyard, there was none of these luxuries that the nice people of Vancouver, Washington is currently experiencing.
Nah. That's robbery right there, man. That is ooh.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you don't get robbed on the street in New York anymore. You just get robbed just for a little bit now, man.
Man. It's like, ooh, 2,500?
Yeah. So you see, man, I don't even know what to tell our viewers besides come see the Empire State Building, come walk through Times Square, take all the pictures, but go back home, guys. It's just a robbery out here if you're trying to live here.
Cause dude, like just back to the previous conversation of just like you're living in a box in that studio that costs $4 grand, and it's like it's a box, dude. Like you don't have no like think about this. Think about decorations. It's a living room / kitchen / bedroom. How exactly are you gonna decorate the room to keep yourself sane?
Let's even make it a little bit. Let's not even put decorations in there, right? New York summers get extremely hot. We're talking 90-degree weather, close to 100 degrees. So you don't want an AC in there, right? Right, Johnny? So you put up the AC, but now New York winters also get very cold. We're talking 30s, 20s. If it's a bad winter, you get down into your single digits. You gonna keep that AC in the window, let the cold breeze come in, or you gonna move it and just put it in your dining room / bedroom floor? Probably where one of your roommates have to end up sleeping now.
Oh no, dude. To all the people that are actually doing it right now, you guys are soldiers. Because I don't think I got the spirit to do that. Like, because if you got 4 roommates, that means you get 4 beds in a box. Like, you walk. The moment you get your keys, open the door into your place, you just see 4 bedrooms. Me,
Yeah.
4 bedrooms, and like on the side, a little mini kitchen, and then where are you gonna put the TV? If you wanna watch TV, or are you gonna put your personal computers on the floor, on the wall?
Yeah.
That's bugging. That's bugging. Because what I expect from a studio is like 500. Because like you're not getting anything, right? You're not really getting anything from it.
Think about it, right? Have you ever seen people? What do they call these? Like storage units. People like store stuff. You think about it. A studio is approximately the same size as these storage units. Technically, paying 4 G's to live in a storage unit. When you think about it, at the end of the day.
And like, I'm just gonna add this in there. The neighborhood's probably not even that great.
No,
it's just not like.
It's not. It's not like I mean, the train's right down the block. The grocery right down the block, but you can't even shop at the grocery because now they got like these pure organic groceries in there where
Whole
you're spending
Foods.
like
Speaking of Whole Foods.
Yeah, so let's not even. You're gonna spend $200 to restock your fridge, so you're not gonna want to shop there. You're gonna have to go to the grocery a little bit further out to like get affordable groceries.
And then the
rest. And you know what's the crazy part too about all of this, Shiny?
What?
All of our viewers in other states, they're like, alright, you go to the grocery, you buy everything, put it in your car, drive back home. Heck, if you live in this house that I'm looking at in Washington, you drive straight in your garage, probably got a fridge in there too, but we gotta hop on the train and go home with that.
And it's New York City subways is if we're talking about robbery, they're the highway bandits. They are the highway bandits because we're paying.
Before you even get on the subway, you get on the train, right? You got a bunch of bags in your hand, and you accidentally bump into somebody. What gonna happen? What gonna happen, my friend?
Oh, you just gonna get like, you bumping? You wanna do something? No, put the grocery down. You wanna do something, right? And you trying to apologize? Nah, man, my bad. I just got the groceries on me. No. Forget the groceries, man. You stepped on my Nikes, man, my Jordans. Your mama never told you never step on a man's Jordans? Nah, I gotta be jazzed for that.
And that's when you gotta look at it and be like, my mom don't even know what Jordans are, man. We can't afford that in our house.
Jordans? Your name's not Jordan. I don't know Jordan. Don't know Mom. Jordans, the shoe. Sneakers?
And then at that point, he's swinging at you, and you just regret it, and you can't afford your bills. Now your groceries is on the floor. Can't afford to buy a new one.
Then you
got a doctor bill you can't afford.
And don't forget. Disorderly conduct. So you're gonna get yourself a nice $100 ticket. You're gonna get that mailed to you.
Oh man. Heck, this is the city everybody should be in, man. You'll be on your toes. That's the best way to describe it.
Especially at night, man. When you're doing a late night at your work and you trying to take the subway home, you cannot fall asleep. Do not fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. I suggest that to everyone, man, because these young kids out here, these youngins out here, oh, they got no sense. They got no sense. These savages over here, man. These savages. You know what I'm saying, Axel? You know what I'm talking about.
But you know, alright, let's just say they take your phone, they take your wallet. What costs more, that stuff or that 4Gs your landlord charging you?
Hey, the people who just rob for your stuff, you at least could leave with something. You know what I'm saying? You at least could leave with something. You know?
You're right. You leave it with a little box to live in.
Because look, if you were to get mugged in like New York in the old days, you know, the early 2000s, if you at least want to keep your wallet, you just said, you know, man, look, you can have the money in it, but let me keep my wallet. You know, my dad gave me that before he passed away. You think if I just keep, all right, man.
These kids now be like, nah, you calling me that?
Dude, if that happens, you're more worried about something else.
These new kids will be like, well, daddy taking a bath now.
Oh, to the viewers out here, this is like not believing this. I'm telling you, just New York. That's New York on like the worst time, Especially now with COVID. Oh, New York's going back to its old days real quick. You know what I'm saying, man?
You know what's the crazy part about all of this, though, Johnny? Like, think about all these. I don't know if it's the same where you are right now, but where I'm at. Grocery prices, like prices of everything is even more expensive than it was before. And I'm talking just post quarantine, the month of January, February to now. During quarantine, quarantine got lifted. We're on, I think, stage 3 of like everyone going back to work, but things are still expensive, man. Is it the same out by you?
Where I'm at, just a little bit of a bump. But not like New York, man. Like not New York City, because look, like you said, like we just talking about, like the criminals ain't gotta do nothing legal now. They can just own a business and find the right time to raise the prices. And look, think about this. When COVID first happened, someone on Amazon bought all the hand sanitizer just so he can sell it at a higher price.
Yeah. Why weren't we smart enough to do this?
Well, we're not, scumbags that's gonna take advantage of people's panicking,
You see all these bodegas we used to talk about that used to sell $5, you get a breakfast and you get your snacks after school. Get replaced by these organic food places, these juice bars. I don't know, man. I feel like these guys are the real criminals out here making everything expensive.
They justify the pricing for like, look, it's organic. There's no chemicals. You know exactly where it comes from. It costs a little more just to eat this apple. It just costs a little bit more.
You know what it is, right? It costs more. You get healthier. You live longer. You work longer. You pay more bills longer. That's the goal. That is the goal. Am I right or am I right, man?
Yeah. Like if you live in Brooklyn, like the new Brooklyn, not the old Brooklyn, it's everyone is health conscious. Everything is health, right? Like they don't like if you smoke, you ain't in the neighborhood. But if you live in there, you paying for a lot of things that you don't care about.
Well, but what I'm curious though is the guy who gonna punch you in the face for stepping on his joint is health conscious too. That's what I'm really curious about now.
Oh no, dude, that dude who punched you in the face from Jordans right now,
yeah,
B&E's breaking and entering.
To steal the organic food, that is, right?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
She goes right to the fire escape.
He walking past all the jewelry, the money. He's like, nah, man. I want this protein shake and this organic tomatoes. I'm gonna go home, make myself a nice tomato salad, nice protein after I'm done punching somebody in the face. Keep my day moving.
One day at a time. One day at a time. Maybe the next place I go to, I steal some spinach, some nice organic eggs, some Himalayan salt. You know, make myself a nice egg omelet and just do it again. Again.
Man. What a life, Johnny. What a life.
Yeah, that's New York life. That's New York City life. So all I gotta say is just all the people who live in Manhattan, y'all guys are crazy, man. Because man, expensive. It is expensive to live there. If someone tells me they live in Manhattan, you're paying for all our restaurants bills.
Dude. Let me make this pretty clear. I'm not gonna say where I work at on the podcast, obviously, right, Johnny? But I work at a company with other people. These other people, we all get paid around the same amount of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I hear my coworkers, they're living just a couple blocks away from the office. And to the viewers out there, I'll give you the general vicinity. I work in the financial district within Manhattan. So as Johnny was going through just the food prices there, you can't imagine the rent prices. My monthly paycheck can't even cover the rent. So I'm not going to ask my coworkers how to cover this, but then they always bring up the roommate that they live with, 3 roommates, 4 roommates, and then even when you divide this rent, it's like, wait a minute, you're left over with about $400 maybe after you pay your rent, after you split it with these roommates. So you just live month by month. Why, dude?
They're a different breed of people, man. Different breed of people. Like, I can't do that. I can't have 4 roommates and then after dividing up all the living costs, living expenses, and I'm stuck with like say $200. I'm gonna be then going to the bar and party. Like, I ain't doing that.
And the amazing part, right? They tend to buy takeout more often for lunch every day. I'm just sitting there with my food from home. They're going to places such as chopped salad, or I don't know if you ever heard of Dig In, but you're looking at around $10 to $15 a lunch meal right there.
Dude, I know Dig In. I walked in because I walked in, saw the pricing, walked out, went to McDonald's.
You see, I had it a couple of times. I'm gonna tell you, the mac and cheese is scrumptious. So shout out to Dig In. If anybody's in Manhattan and they want some really good mac and cheese, definitely head on over. But yeah, no, it's out of my price range. I'll have it every once in a while if I really crave that mac and cheese.
Hey, look, I'd rather go to Sticky Fingers, man. I'd rather go to Sticky Fingers and just have.
You see. So I'm not sure I'm not sure if Stickies is like in other places or just a Manhattan thing, but Stickies, to everyone that's listening, same thing with Dig In. I guess let's just sidetrack back to Dig In. Dig In is a kind of organic, healthy food-based place where you go in. You think of it as a Chipotle, because everyone knows what a Chipotle is like. It's just like that. More veggies, more fruits. I'd say more meat options, because there's like chicken, meatballs, things like that. And then they have like the mac and cheese that I said. My bowl ends up not being as healthy because I get 2 spoons of mac and cheese and I just tell them cut out the salad. You know. Yeah. But it's kind of a build your own bowl, supposed to be healthy bowl. I make my bowl unhealthy. So that's Dig In to anyone that's listening that's not sure what it is. Everyone that's from Manhattan, from New York, you live in the area, I'm sure you may have seen it. It's good. Try it every once in a while, but be prepared to spend too much money for that bowl. Stickies, it's chicken poppers and French fries, which I think most people would be familiar with. Chicken poppers is it's pretty much bite-sized chicken fingers. What I like about Stickies is, correct me if I'm wrong here, the box of Stickies is around $10 to $12.
Mm-hmm.
But that can feed you depending on how much you eat twice.
You get that
me,
for lunch.
After 2 meals. Is it the same for you, Johnny?
Dude, I get that for lunch, and then I get that for dinner, and I only one box. Like, that's how big the portions are. The thing about some of these restaurants in New York City, is you spend, say, $20. Like, somehow you spend $20 on an item, and the serving size is like the size of your hand.
Yeah, and we don't even gotta go back to the $20 places. Let's just jump right back to digging, where you're spending around like $12 to $15 for that bowl. It's a 1 meal bowl, whereas Stickies you're spending $10 to $12. I haven't been Stickies in a little while, so I'm sorry if anybody listening, my price is a little off, but it's around that. You divide that by 2 because you're getting about 2 meals. You're looking at $5 to $6 a meal, whereas spending 12 to 15 at digging, you go to because people are very, very big on salad to be healthy, and there's nothing wrong with being health conscious. So shout out to everyone that's doing it, but you're looking at $10 to $15 from one of these salad shops, and that's a 1 meal thing.
And you can, if you want to be eating salads every day, you could have went to the market and just make your own salad at home and just bring it to work with you.
But not the organic market, Johnny. Come on. You're looking at probably end up spending maybe $7 making that yourself, and then you gotta put the time in. So that's probably why you guys end up at chopped and just salad,
True, because in New York, Uber Eats is king. Uber Eats, Dashin, DoorDash, and well, I forgot, what's another one? I forgot. There was one more. Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Postmates. Yes.
You know what really amazes me about these apps though? So the meal will be about $12 to $15, right? Then there's a delivery fee on top of that. And I think they charge a service charge, and then you tip the dude. So you're looking at $20+ for something that costs $12 to $15, and people do it all the time, and I just don't get why.
Dude,
why or how? Why?
It's laziness, but it's laziness, but also mixed with just with stubbornness. Because look, I actually got the Uber Eats app for one time, and I was hanging out with my friend at his place, and we didn't want to go walk to this chicken waffle place, right?
Okay.
So we was like, okay, let's just order. It shouldn't cost that much because it's close by.
Yeah.
It cost all together for my order $30. Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna split this between 2 people, 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
We walk. Yeah. At the end of the day, we just walk there. We walk there, and I spend around $10 for my order. We spend around $8 for his order, and we call it a day.
And the crazy part, a lot of these food places too, right? They have deals. If you go on these apps, I don't know if you ever realize this, but they don't have the deals from these restaurants. I'll give you a good example. Me and my girl, we wanted Popeyes a while back, so we tried to use the app because where her house is located, there is no Popeyes in walking distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll need to take a bus or whatever the case is to get to one. So actually, there's one that you can get to by bus, and then there's one you can get to by train. So whichever way you want to go. Popeyes is famous for that $5 box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to anyone that's not familiar that's listening, Popeyes has these $5 box specials. Get some.
Popeye, you get some popcorn popcorn shrimp. I'm messing up. I'm messing up right now.
It comes with whatever meat variety special they have at the time.
Chicken tenders.
Cajun fries. Yeah, because be having like sometimes a shrimp, sometimes a chicken tenders, maybe there'll be some wings, be the Cajun fries, and then it'll be a biscuit. So it's supposed to be $5. So we go on the app, and that isn't there. It's not there at all. So we're like, maybe we could just get something else. They have the full price Popeyes menu. Johnny, have you ever looked at Popeyes' actual menu to see how expensive they are?
Dude.
People don't go to Popeyes unless they got a deal. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Dude. Try to get a bucket.
Expensive.
Try to get a bucket. That's gonna cost $15.
Yeah, no, like, so at that point we're like, alright, no, forget it. We ended up going to the Popeyes. We went there. The $5 box is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the $5 box is there, and they had a special. I think it was like 11 pieces for $13.99 or whatever. And the app that was coming up to over $30. And we're just there like, no way. It's just ridiculous, dude. And people shop on these apps all the time. All the time.
And you wasn't making a healthy choice. Those Popeyes. Like, just imagine you go on like the healthy side of all these fast foods, right? You want, instead of getting a regular hamburger, you're gonna get yourself a grilled turkey burger, right? So a regular hamburger, let's just for example, will cost you maybe $3. But if you want that grilled turkey burger with with one leaf lettuce on it, with some onion, a little bit of honey mustard, mayonnaise on it, that's gonna run you by $6.
Alright, so me, I like to pull stuff up while we're having these conversations. I want you to take a look at this, right, Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
On the Uber Eats app right now from Popeyes, 12 pieces chicken family meal. This was the same thing that I said ended up being. Remember what I told you the price? It was under $15. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, guess this price on the app.
$35.
$31.99. But you're getting close because you gotta add in the tax, you gotta add in the fees, you gotta add in the delivery fee, the tip the dude. You're looking at over $40 easy for something. But with tax at the Popeyes restaurant, $15, man. What? In this meal, let me click and see if I can get some details to the viewers. Right, it's 12 pieces, signature chicken, 2 large sides, and 6 biscuits. Nah, that is not $32 to me, man. Not at all.
Yeah, nah. All I gotta say is just like, New York is a pretty place. It's interesting places. Like, New York is a place where if you just take a left or a right turn randomly, you walk into something interesting. You're never bored in New York. Never be bored in New York. But you're paying tax. You're paying New York tax. New York tax is just like, if you want to go to this museum, pay money. You want to go to this restaurant, pay money. If you want to go to a which is now starting to get popping, a VR arcade, that's gonna cost you some money.
Yeah, you see, and I guess that's the thing. A lot of the coworkers that I have, they're not originally like born and raised in New York. They're from other states, and they said their main motive to moving to New York is because they were bored. So that is very, very true. You're never going to be bored in New York, but be prepared
to spend
to pay for this entertainment. You gotta pay for it, man. It's like people say, you gotta pay to play.
Yeah, nah. Like, that is the trade-off. Because like I mentioned earlier before, when you're like, for that apartment in Brooklyn, it costs like $5,000. You're paying for
4,000. Yeah, 4,000. But yeah,
4,000. You're paying for the area. You're not paying for You're not paying for just the room. You're paying for the area. You're paying for the restaurants. You're paying for the convenience of transportation to the subway. You're paying for the closeness of these healthy markets. You're paying for everything around you. So if you're a person that really don't care about what's going on outside, you just care more about the inside, not a good trip for you. It's not gonna be a good trip for you.
And I'm sure some of the viewers, the listeners, are probably thinking, well, these two guys are idiots. It's so expensive. The rent's so expensive. Why don't they buy a place? Let's just disclose to these listeners: you're spending $4 Gs on rent every month. What are you saving for this house down payment in a New York place? Zero.
Nah.
Zero.
And don't hit me up with this whole, like, if you got roommates, divide up the price, divide up the costs. Answer this quick question. Are you, like, willing to split the cable bill, the internet bill, all these utility bills, and then also deal with new personalities in the same spot that you are?
See, like, the roommates is one thing. You do what you do to make by, to save money, whatever the case is, right? But even when you do that in New York City nowadays, let's just say your ultimate goal is to buy your building, buy your house, whatever. Like, you just think about it. Average place in New York, you're looking at not even Manhattan. You can't touch Manhattan unless you have a net worth of 7, 8, 9 figures. It's out of range for most people. It's not in the 1%. Brooklyn's starting to get that same way. You need like $1 million to buy a place. I mean, Queens is the same way. Long Island, for people that aren't familiar, it's like the suburbs of New York. It's not as expensive, but it's still very expensive. You're looking at $500,000 and up for a house, and how long you gonna save for that? You know what I mean?
The New York is. I give it 5 years. All the people that like been to New York for like years are slowly are gonna be out.
Yeah, and to add on to that, right? When post COVID, I would be on the train. You'd hear people talking on the phone. You'd see a lot of the older folks that looks like they're getting close to retirement. They'd be on the phone, and it always sound like they're talking to a real estate agent. Like, did you get any viewings from my house or whatever the case is? And it sounds like a lot of these people, they're selling their places to go and retire elsewhere, because then they'll be like, as soon as this place is sold, I'm going down to Florida or I'm going down to Georgia where something's affordable. I'm pretty sure they're banking a nice $1 million, going and chilling. Don't blame them. I wish I bought a house back when they did, but unfortunately I wasn't born.
Dude, we actually, well, not personally know someone did that, but we both worked at a place where like one of the founders created this business in New York City, but once he reached that old age, he went straight to Florida. He only comes up just to visit the company, but he's living up down to Florida. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's a smart move, because it's so much cheaper, and not just Florida. Like I showed you. Let me go back to this tab real quick. Vancouver, Washington. I would live in this nice house in a heartbeat. It looks like a quiet neighborhood. Have lovely neighbors. Have a huge backyard. I mean, there's huge garage. Man, the garage is the size of a house out in New York. I ain't even going front on you, bro. But I'm sure the folks out there, I may be wrong, because like I said, I'm not familiar with the area, but the kids out there in their early 20s, let's say they're bored, they want to live in a big city, then they come to Manhattan, and Manhattan's fun. There's a bar on every block. If you go, there's 8 storefronts. On each storefront, almost everyone's a restaurant in Manhattan/bar. It's a great place to be.
Well,
it's just expensive, man.
Well, not now, like, because thanks to this COVID-19.
All these things are disclosed in this post-COVID. Things are opened up very selectively. Like when I went in the juice bar today, there was someone standing outside, I guess traffic control in a sense, where making sure there's the right amount of people going in, going out. Luckily, the time we went, it wasn't like lunchtime or whatever the case might have been, so we were able to walk straight in. But I'm sure once lunchtime hit, people was going to come and they would just get a little busy, long lines. But that's the thing you get used to in New York, it's the lines.
Oh yeah, and the shoving. Don't forget the shoving, bumping.
Yeah, just make sure you're not going to shove it though. That's the most important.
Yeah, unless you got hands. Unless you
Hey,
get.
man, hey, when your two hands is holding your groceries, you don't got hands.
No. In New York, if you about to get down to a fight in New York, you drop whatever you're holding. Just throw down. You have to. Yeah. Or if you want to be dirty, you toss it. So if you got yourself a bag full of milk, you toss the milk right at the dude, and you just give him a nice 2-piece.
Come on, man. You can't mess up your shacks like that. Not shacks. I mean Jordans. You can't mess up your Jordans.
Hey, as long as he doesn't have black Air Force Ones, I'm good. If he does,
you mean this is New York, man? You mean the Timbs? As long as you don't have the Timbs.
Oh no, you probably doing Timbs and it's summer. It is summer. He's still wearing Timbs. Oh no, that's a savage. That's a savage right there.
Yeah. The moment you walk in the train, it's the middle of August. You see a guy wearing Timbs. If you value your life, do not stand next to the man. Because if you touch that man's Timbs, you're done. You're done.
Be very worried if he's listening to a Chicago song. He lives in New York, but he's listening to drill music. Not a great mix. Oh, New York is like New York is a great spot if it wasn't for the prices.
But no man, like I don't want to discourage anyone from New York that's listening because obviously we're still here. We're here for a reason. The main reason is my job is here and it won't allow me to work elsewhere. That's probably main reason one. But New York is where I grew up, spent my life. I know everything about the state, about the city that is. I can't say I know much about upstate New York. Know everything about the place, and it's great. You will never be bored, but just be prepared to be broke.
Yeah, like just.
And be prepared to be too broke in the NYC.
Yeah, no, because New York is not only just a place of business, it's also a place with like a lot of creative like opportunities, a lot of creative artists. Yeah. Because look, you grew up in New York City back in the early 2000s, man, when hip hop really was popping, when we had 50 Cent playing in the background. Hip hop was at its highest in New York,
Dude, those. I wish we was the age we're at now back then. Just imagine going to the club, listening to 50 Cent jamming out and stuff, man.
You hear Lil Wayne playing?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fire back in the day. You have Lil Wayne, you have Drake. I mean, he's still good now, but when he first came out, his No New Friends started from the bottom. Now we here. Come, dude, I still play that song to this day. Started from the bottom. Now we here. Come on.
Alright. So you see, one of my favorite Drake albums is Thank Me Later. My girl, on the other hand, she's not a fan of that album. What is your take on it?
What was the album name again?
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later. Is that the album that it came right before the Take Care?
Let me just hop on Spotify really quick. I think it should have the years on here. So Thank Me Later came out in 2010. Which album you said?
Take Care. Is it before Take Care?
It's right before Take Care. So my girl says Take Care is one of his better albums instead of Thank Me Later. And Thank Me Later is the one that had the songs Over, Up All Night with Nicki Minaj on Fancy with him and Swiss Beats and T.I. Unforgettable with Miss Me, Find Your Love, Thank Me Now, Fireworks with Alicia Keys. Come on, man. That album was fire.
I'll be
Just the
honest with
fact
you,
that
man.
I got a song called Fireworks in there. Come on.
I'll be honest with you, man. I gotta agree with your girl because
What?
the one song, "Find Your Loving," was the only song I was vibing with, but I like the Take Care album more.
No, man. Are we able to like do some type of ballad on the podcast? Just get the viewers' opinions out, get the listeners' opinions, man. Gotta get this vote going.
In the future, man. In the future, we're gonna do a poll just to see which album which album is more popular. Because I say Take Care.
Alright, so take care. I'm going through these songs right now. Like some fire songs. I'd say my favorite is the motto. That song was very big back then. Very, very big. But come on, man. Thank Me Later was fire too.
I'm not saying the song sucked. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I'm more akin to the Take Care album.
Okay.
You know, it's like let's go more recent. Like, are you a fan of the Six God album or the album before that? Because Six God.
I'll go with the Six God. I would go with the Six God.
And yeah, like that album is a great album to me, even though Drake did not write all the songs.
Yeah.
You know, like that album is like my favorite album. The next album I'm a fan of is, hang on, let me get on my Spotify right now. Because it's the recent one with what is the recent one he made where it has Kiki, Do You Love Me? I'm Sad. The song reply back to him, Pusha T when he dissed Drake, and then let me see, hang on, let me just look at Scorpion, yeah. I prefer that album before the More Life album that had Drake's dad on it. No, you're not feeling it?
I really did like Scorpion. Scorpion was pretty good in my opinion. Scorpion came out summertime too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, they're pretty good at dropping it. It was like perfect like summertime songs. I think that's why I would vibe with Scorpion so much.
Especially Kiki, Kiki, Do You Love Me had
that song was big, man, when it came out. It was big.
Dude, you saw the music video? The music video was like a fun 90s flashback to the old movies.
But you saw how many people was making like their own videos just because of the song, man? That's to tell you how fire the album was. Like you can't say the album was it. That album was definitely fire. And
yo, just let me just like to all the people right now who was just saying no, right? Just saying no to themselves, like, nah, that's not a fire album. Just like, yo, I'm upset. Nonstop. You can that has to be on the top list of songs. Like, cause that song is very energetic. Like, yo, I can't even put words to it. Mob ties, come on. God's Plan? It's on like the middle for me.
Okay.
The music video is fire though. But the song itself is like, it's alright, but dude, nonstop, the song, come on. Smoke with that chicken.
Let's just go back in time a little bit, because you mentioned 50 Cent. Which would be the album you'd give it to him, like give the credit to him for? I would say The Massacre.
The Massacre, Get Rich or Die Trying, man.
Because Get Rich or Die Trying would be, actually you're right, that's option number one, because the song was fire. I'm looking through the list now, you're right. In the Hood is a Get Rich or Die Trying. I don't know why I thought it was a Massacre. But then Massacre would have to be number two, no?
Yeah. I'm more into Get Rich or Die Trying because like one of my favorite songs is on.
I mixed up the song because I don't know why. I thought 21 Questions and Get Rich in the Hood was in the Massacre, which that's completely my mistake. I don't even know why I thought that now looking at it. And in the club. Yeah, no. Never mind.
Dude, the song Heat, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I play that song every day, man. When he mentions in the verse that like I don't even care if DA plays this. That was cold. That was cold. That was his chorus.
You know what was fire? You know what 50 Cent did was fire though when he did those couple songs with the game in the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Either I Love It what's the other one? I think it was How We Do.
Mm-hmm.
Those two was fire, man. Yeah, it's Hate It or Love It or How We Do. Those two, man. I'm telling you, go back to 2005. Our age right now is each other, man.
Dude, you can't even forget about Many Men.
Mm-hmm.
Many Men.
And the best part about all of this, dude, pretty sure back then the bacon, egg, and cheese was $1.25.
So you eating that affordable bacon, egg, and cheese with a can of Pepsi, little bit of, and you have a little gum afterwards, and you just jamming out listening to these songs, man. But one thing I will say though is like I'm glad that these artists and these albums came out back in those thousands, not just because of the pricing, but more on these are way too violent albums. So if you have social media in the mix, it'd be crazy. You can't lie. With social media and Twitter.
I'll stop you there, Johnny. I'll stop you there. You see this whole topic right there? That's an episode on its own. We gotta keep these viewers into something now, and we go there. That's gonna be its own episode. Heck, that might even be its own season right there. Let's not dive in it all on episode 1 for these guys and girls.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Yeah. This is gonna save on the next one, man. Cause that.
Yeah, like today's episode, everybody that's listening out here, we want to give you a perfect view of what we go through on our daily expenses, on our thoughts on living in Vancouver, Washington. Maybe I might even live up Florida on the next episode. Mm-hmm. Just gotta stay tuned. You know what I mean, Johnny?
Yep, yo, stay tuned. Share this. Put a like on it. Mm-hmm. If you want to hear more, we're gonna release this. We're gonna do this like every week, every once a week. So look forward to that.
Just look out for us, and we will be there, guaranteed.
Definitely, man. This is the Two Broke in the NYC podcast. Hope y'all.
And your boy Alex.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Johnny. This is Two Broke Dudes in the NYC, and this is your boy Alex Flex and
Johnny Facts.
And we're signing out for today.
Yep. So keep it cool in NYC.